I'm still here. I'm still alive. So, all my haters out there, you guys are gonna have to pray a little harder. I made a whole video this morning while I was getting ready, and I decided not to post it. And the reason I decided not to post it is because 99% of you guys on this app are so super supportive to me. And I wanted to first acknowledge that. I just want to say thank you because seriously, your support and encouragement means the absolute world to me. I'm so appreciative for you guys. I'm so grateful and thankful. Just to know that there's like, I don't obviously know you guys. You guys feel like you know me though, because I am sharing my life, but I don't necessarily feel like I know you. But I'm so grateful and thankful that you guys have been so caring, so loving, so supporting, sending me well wishes. It just means the world to me. I'm obviously back home from the hospital after being there for 5 days. We got home on Sunday afternoon. I've been doing really well. I've been able to manage my blood pressure and everything else looks good. They took about 40 pounds of fluid, they said, out of my body, which to me, I'm like, God damn. Hello, diet plan. No, I'm just kidding. Don't say that. Emmy wants to go to the hospital so she can lose weight. No. But 40 pounds is a freaking lot of fluid. So they took that off. I am on medication that I'm taking like 8 times a day. And then like I'm going to keep following up with them like multiple times a week. And we're going to adjust the meds until I'm able to get off of them. Because I don't think this is a long-term thing. This is just related to the fact that I just had a baby. And also that prior to me having baby Daphne, I had a baby 13 months prior. So my body didn't really have a time or a chance to like recover from that, which is not bad. So it's not like, oh my God, you shouldn't have babies close together. Have your babies when you want to have your babies. But my body just didn't really get a good amount of time to recover before I got pregnant again. So it's not uncommon, they said, to see this. But I'm glad that I got in when I did. My heart is good. Everything else looks fine. It's just managing my blood pressure right now. So I'm happy to be out of the hospital. I'm happy to be back at home, trying to put my life back together because I did not expect when I walked out of here on Wednesday to not be home for 5 days. So I have no idea what food is in my house. I have no idea what's going on. There's a million packages everywhere. So I got to obviously take it easy. I'm taking my blood pressure, like monitoring that around the clock. But this whole experience has got me thinking about like postpartum care. I think it's absolutely insane that you deliver a whole human, sometimes a couple of them at once, and nobody wants to see you again for like 6 weeks. Like, that's weird to me. So weird. Also, like, especially for Black women, we have a higher death rate during delivery and postpartum. Like, why? And it's usually because we're not believed when we say that something's wrong. So I'm super grateful that the hospital like listened to me and they took it very seriously. But like, is there something that we could be doing differently after someone has a baby to monitor these things? Because no one told me about feeling the way that I felt that I should come back in. They mainly focus on like if your bleeding's crazy. Like if your bleeding's crazy and if you have a temperature. Like the day I went back into the hospital, I didn't bleed overnight. So there was no blood and I didn't have a temperature. And so the pain, I just want to remind everyone, I did not go to the hospital because of the way that I sound when I breathe, because in my opinion, I still sound just like I sounded 2 weeks ago, just like I sounded a year ago. Like I've always sounded like this, like I've always breathed like this. So, that was not a red flag to me. The red flag to me was that I was experiencing pain, specifically when I was laying down on my right side. That was like the worst. Like I could not catch my breath. And Anthony had actually recorded a video of me sleeping and what I sounded like I'm not a snorer. Anthony's a snorer. But what I sounded like, I literally sounded like I was trying to catch my breath and like I was drowning. So I just wish there was more that was done for women after they have babies, to kind of like check in on them. If we're going to the doctors every week at a certain point in our pregnancy, I feel like those 6 weeks should also be, and maybe it's not with like the general OB, maybe it's with a nurse practitioner or just a nurse, but coming in and getting everything checked, asking you about symptoms, no matter how big or how small they are. Because, you know, I had a headache and I've never had headaches before. I'm thinking, okay, I've got a headache because, you know, I'm up in the middle of the night with a baby and I'm not going to go to the hospital because I have a headache. Like, they're going to look at me like I'm crazy. Especially if you're one of those moms, you have multiple kids, and it's not just super easy for you to just drive up and go to the hospital. But keep your hospital bag packed. Like, even refresh it when you get home so that if you do have to go back, you are ready. I think a blood pressure cuff is one of those things that if you don't pack it in your hospital bag, it's one of those things that you need to have there and available for you postpartum so that you're able to watch that. We didn't even own a blood pressure cuff, but we obviously do now. I'm taking my blood pressure like 14 times a day. And then I guess just speaking up if you feel like something is wrong. Obviously, people have been sending me and tagging me in these videos that people are making of me that have basically wished death on me, and said like it's my fault and I got what I deserved, and quoting scriptures and all of this stuff, and they want me to issue an apology to the internet. So while we're on that topic, I would just like to say there will be no apology issued to anyone on this free internet. You can kindly get fucked. That solves that. But if something doesn't feel right, you should go in. And so what I didn't realize is I've been speaking to the hospital. What they are doing now is giving women this packet, like in this red envelope that says like, hey, because they had this, when I went in, there was a girl that went in right before me that is in the ICU. Hopefully she's doing well. Same exact thing. She got there like 5 minutes too late. ICU. And then another girl that came in that had her baby like a day after me that was also in the hospital for the exact same thing. But what they did say was my little hospital bands help me. So everyone's like, take off your hospital band. Nope. They did cut my original hospital band because they were having a hard time getting an IV in. I had to get an ultrasound guided IUD, IV. But they cut off my original one, but I still have my little security band for the baby and then my new hospital tag. So while it's not the original, this one is still the original. We'll see how long we keep this on for. People are saying some of the craziest things on the internet, like because I ended up back in the hospital because I wouldn't take off my bands. I ended up back in the hospital because I didn't have the baby until I was 71 weeks pregnant. Like all types of crazy stuff. And while it's annoying seeing it, I just have to remember to myself, I get paid. So people are like, do you want to address this? No. Nope. TikTok has my account information and they'll make my deposit on the 15th of every month. And other than that, I don't give a fuck. So do me a favor, because I'm trying to get my blood pressure low. Don't send me the videos. I don't care. Don't send me the screenshots. I don't care. Okay. So the number one thing that we should do for those people though, is just take a little second and pray for them. Pray for them. Just pray for them. That's it. So I'm going to go. The nanny's here. We did really like the nanny. She's been with us for the week. She was awesome. She was up at the hospital. She's amazing. So I'm really glad that we have her. My parents are back in California. Housekeepers are coming in. I just got to get my life back together. I did a lot of shopping while I was in the hospital, so my house is stacked with packages. I might make some videos for you guys. I might not. I'm not sure. But people were also mad that I was making videos in the hospital. Like, bitch, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this goddamn hospital bed? I cannot do anything. Like, you need a rest. Okay? Me pressing record on my phone is not gonna, like, kill me. It's okay. And I would just like to say this again for the 100th time. If I die, I die. If I die, I die. And if I die, guess what? You guys get to talk shit about me unchecked for the rest of my life. Well, not for the rest of my life, because I'd be dead. For the rest of your life. You get to go unchecked. Talking shit. So, yeah. But I feel good. Did I say they took 40 pounds of fluid off of me? Like, I haven't worn a real bra. This is still a sports bra, but I feel really good. I feel really good. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. To the real ones out there, the real OGs, my besties, for the resties.